My name is Marvin Manigault, and I am the sole creator of Mind is Power, or MIP collection. The first thing that inspired me to do a clothing line, it actually started, like I said earlier, it started freshman year in college to do a brand, but my first influences was like middle school into high school. And graffiti artists are kind of like the most creative people I've ever seen. I mean, what they do with typography is amazing, and a lot of things that I design or I have designed in my career has been heavily influenced by graffiti. But if I was to pick one artist, it would be a comic book artist. His name is Alex Ross, and Alex Ross is very talented. He does a lot of cover artwork for Marvel as well as DC, and the way that he designs is that his illustrations are very detailed, almost realistic. Like you can actually picture Superman looking like an old, like grumpy dude, but I mean it looks real. And I mean he does a lot of modeling with real people, and he tries to make his work as real as possible. One major influence in my design career was Fubu, and Fubu was one of those brands where somebody was like, "Oh man, I'm rocking Fubu." They didn't really like it, but I loved it. Fubu, and I love Fubu because of the guys that created it. And when you bought a Fubu tee or you bought a Fubu jersey, on the tag you see these brothers on there, and it influenced me because I'm like, wow, there's some brothers that actually do design. I mean, I do graphic design as my regular job, and there have been magazine layouts that I've done that have won awards that I had a lot of fun doing. Commotion and Motion is one of the things that I liked to do, and that was actually a lot of fun because it dealt with hip-hop dance and in Japan. But if I was to pick a project that was an MIP collection, I think Graffiti Samurai would be the tee. And it's funny that I say Graffiti Samurai because that tee wasn't supposed to even be a tee. It was a spark of inspiration when I was combining different cultural things into one image. And I was doing stuff like the Dalai Lama, where I combined Salvador Dali's mustache on a llama, an actual animal, and I had at the bottom, "Oh look, it's a Dalai Lama." But I combined the cheetah head, which is Max in the MIP collection brand, and I put him in a samurai, a warrior's outfit. And I did the sketch and it took like 10-15 minutes, but after I looked at it for a little bit, I was like, wow, this would be really cool. And after I finished the sketch, it became one of my hot sellers of MIP collection, and I'm actually going to bring it back out and do a couple different color schemes for that one piece. My current plans for the near future is to basically build a bigger fan base. Thing about brands are they have, when you name a brand, you associate it with certain words, and I want my brand to be associated with stuff like knowledge, creativity, active, focus, power, originality, being yourself. I think what makes a brand strong is not too much of what you put on a t-shirt and stuff like that. Is more of what the fans push for you, because I mean the customer is like the biggest thing about any company, and also the people that work for your company. But I think building a fan base and actually having people understand what MIP is and why I started the brand and all that good stuff. I mean that is the major thing. I mean everything else is financial stuff. You know, hey, I want to make sure that I can have enough money to start flagship stores and do it in different countries and basically have MIP be something where, as when I build a business, I can employ more people and actually help out the economy in some way. But the near future, build a fan base. For any new designers that want to jump into this business, clothing line, any kind of apparel, whatever, do as much research as possible. Read as many books as you can. One book that for t-shirt heads or people that want to get into apparel, one book that I've read is Threads Not Dead. That's a very good book, good read, easy read. There's a lot of influential designers in that book. One that popped out to me was Johnny Cupcake. This guy is sick. Started out doing almost the path that I started, designing tees here and there, selling them out the back of his car and in a suitcase. But that book is really good. It's good to plan ahead. Just another thing that is really good is when you're designing your brand, make sure you have a good meaning behind your brand. Make sure you know what you want to design, who you're designing to, and why you're doing it. Because if you're just designing just to make money or to do certain things, some people do just design to make money and they're successful, but you have to find your meaning and your reason for doing this business. Because if you don't, you'll probably stop doing it or quit doing it. And if you come to a hard place, which hard places do happen, and it'll stop you, you'll get discouraged and you want to quit. So find your meaning for doing this business and stick with it. And my last thing is to just be patient. Be patient, because you're gonna need it. I am Marvin Manigault Jr. and I am MIP Collection. Be yourself, be original.